This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. Dozens of people hoping to find a moment of joy instead went home feeling the opposite today in Rock County. The sheriff's office says a rescue mission to find a missing hiker is now a recovery effort.
Search crews found the man's 2 dogs dead at Storrs Lake near a hiking trail. Our Jamie Perez has been on the scene all day and joins us now with the very latest. Jamie?
Crews found those dogs just before noon today, and now the sheriff's office is really focused on searching the water, and that's where they have been focusing their efforts for the past several hours.
The 2 dogs that we were looking for, we recovered them on the northwest portion of that Bowers Lake area.
A heartbreaking discovery. 66-year-old Kevin Doyle's labs changed rescue crews' efforts at Storrs Lake into a recovery mission, searching for Doyle's body.
The environment out here has been very difficult for this search. You know, yesterday with the rain and the cold, very slippery out there. The ground that we had to cover was rather treacherous.
Helicopters and drones helped with the search from above. Close to 100 volunteers who showed up to help were sent home after the sheriff announced they needed more specialized teams to help with the recovery effort. A man who said he used to work with Doyle was one of those volunteers.
As far as I know, no such luck finding anything, but it was some pretty heavy terrain to go through.
This is overwhelming, and this is what this community is like, to turn out and help a neighbor who's in a situation like this.
Doyle left his Milton home yesterday morning for his daily hike with his 2 dogs, but never came back. His family searched for Doyle themselves before telling police. Rock County Sheriff Troy Knutson believes Doyle slipped and fell in the water, walking over thin ice.
It's definitely mixed out there. You know, with that snow that we had here recently, it sat on top of some of the ice that's out there, but it's not solid across the entire lake. It's definitely broken up.
The sheriff told me that the family is both concerned and heartbroken with what they've already found out today. We will be sure to bring you more updates as the search continues.
A very sad story. Jamie Perez live tonight. Jamie, thank you. And Juneau County law enforcement officials have identified 2 persons of interest. This is in connection to an ongoing death investigation. Earlier this week, authorities found the bodies of a 33-year-old Dwayne Mallory and a 42-year-old Tina Decora while responding to a welfare check. Officials said they arrested 24-year-old Felix Rivera Medina and 23-year-old Michaela Decora on unrelated charges shortly after finding the bodies. Those 2 people have since been named as persons of interest in this investigation. Law enforcement officials say they'll likely file charges against Rivera Medina and Decora, quote, in the near future as this investigation continues.
We know the names, but we are still waiting to find out why someone shot and killed 2 men at an Oconomowoc warehouse.
Police think it'll be quite some time before we ever know as families and coworkers grieve tremendous losses. Brady Mallory joins us with new details on the investigation. Brady?
Well, the 2 men killed worked at Roundy's for more than 20 years. They are 39-year-old Kevin Schneider and 51-year-old Kevin Cloth. The Waukesha County Sheriff's Office identified the shooter as 41-year-old Freren Cornelius. He also worked at Roundy's for more than 20 years. Officials say he shot and killed himself after crashing his car following a police chase in Milwaukee. Now, right now, authorities are searching for a motive for the shooting.
In these kinds of situations, we all want to know the answer to the question why. And it's important to the families, it's important to Roundy's employees, it's important to the community, it's important to us to try to find answers to why something like this happens.
The Roundy's facility reopened today. Now, investigators are turning to other employees to get a better idea of what happened. More than 800 people work at the facility, and police have interviewed nearly 150 of them so far.
Brady, thank you. A cool and very windy Thursday. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton on the weather patio. Want to check that hair. It's calming down a little bit, Dana.
It's all behind me. I've kind of tucked myself behind the wall right now. We have sunshine, but it is unpleasantly windy outside. As we take a look right now at downtown with our Edgewater Sky Cam, if we didn't have some of that ice overhead, I'm sure the water would just be rippling for us because sustained wind speeds are in the mid to upper 20s. Wind gusts well higher than that, much higher than that. So we do still have a wind advisory in effect, mainly for areas south and east of Dane County until 7 o'clock this evening. Again, wind speeds through the 20s, 21 miles per hour in Janesville right right now. Wind gusts, though, our peak wind gusts today at 47 miles per hour in Monroe, 39 in Madison. It just sounds like it's howling behind me right now. That's going to be the trend, maybe for a few more hours, but thankfully our wind speeds will diminish for us overnight. That's going to lead to a clear sky overnight, colder temperatures, milder and sunny for Friday and the weekend, with our next opportunity for some showers to develop. A few rounds of showers expected for next week. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. A top Wisconsin health official says there will be enough coronavirus vaccine in Wisconsin by the end of June to immunize 80% of those ages 16 and over in our state, hitting a key target to achieve herd immunity for COVID-19. Deputy State Health Secretary Julie Willems Van Dyke made that forecast today. On Monday, more than 2 million people between the ages of 16 and 64 with any of a broad array of pre-existing conditions become eligible. She says everyone will be eligible no later than May 1st.
So who are the millions of people who become eligible next week?
Well, certain essential workers will not be part of that group. Madeline O'Neill tells us why manufacturers are asking the state to include them. Maddie?
Well, CDC recommendations would have put manufacturers in phase 1B. That's the phase we're in now. But the state said today that the advisory committee decided against putting manufacturers in that phase several weeks ago at a time when supply was more limited. And we know there are nearly 500,000 such workers in the state. Now that we know essential workers such as manufacturers won't be included in phase 1C either, Wisconsin's largest manufacturers association says they feel left behind.
They have gone into work every single day to produce PPE, to produce hand sanitizer, to produce test kits. They have been a part of the response to COVID-19, and they've been deemed essential. But now when it comes to getting the vaccine, Governor Evers and DHS have said they're not essential, and simply they're not going to be prioritized. And it's, as I mentioned, it's just kind of disheartening.
Manufacturing workers like those at Teal Plastics in Baraboo, which produces medical products such as swabs for COVID-19 test kits, are questioning why they're not eligible for the vaccine. We'll have more from Teal as well as the state's answer to manufacturing workers and other groups deemed essential coming up at 6.
All right, we will see you then. Thank you, Maddie. Dane County officials are relaxing mask orders for residents who are fully vaccinated.
Fully vaccinated individuals do not need to maintain 6 feet of physical distancing or wear a face covering when in an enclosed space where all individuals in the enclosed space are fully vaccinated.
Changes to emergency order number 14 go into effect immediately. People who are fully vaccinated also do not have to wear a face covering if they are in close contact with a single household who are not fully vaccinated and are not at increased risk for severe COVID illness. People are considered fully vaccinated for COVID-19 when it has been 2 weeks since they received their final vaccination.
Over 53,000 doses of a COVID vaccine have been administered to Wisconsinites in just the past 24 hours. This as new cases remain under 500. Across the state, over 761,000, 13.4% of Wisconsinites have completed their vaccine series. And in Dane County, over 87,000 or 17.2% of residents are now fully vaccinated.
Dozens of restaurant workers were vaccinated at a Fitchburg restaurant today. Liliana's held a pop-up vaccination site for restaurant workers. Fitchburg Family Pharmacy helped vaccinate 84 restaurant workers today. Chef Dave Heidi of Liliana's says they had less than 24 hours to plan this, and it was a true team effort.
We've always been a group of caring and giving people, and I wanted to have a way to kind of give back to some of those people who've always been doing that for others.
We hope to hold another pop-up vaccine site for more restaurant workers next week.
Today, President Biden made a big announcement that the U.S. is close to reaching his 100 million COVID-19 doses goal. During a Senate hearing, the nation's top health experts praised the vaccine rollout, but warned they must continue to push against vaccine hesitancy as the virus spreads.
Literally every day that goes by and more people get vaccinated, we can stay ahead of what I would consider a race between our ability to vaccinate people and the emergence of variants.
The CDC says it is considering changing social distancing guidelines from 6 feet to 3 feet. A new study shows that could have a huge impact, but only if everyone is masked. As a third round of funding for college students from Congress approaches, UW-Madison says the last round for students is almost gone.
News 3 Now's Naomi Coles breaks down the numbers for us. Naomi?
All in all, students here got almost $20 million in direct aid from the federal government over the last 2 rounds of funding. In the most recent round, the federal government earmarked $9.9 million for students here at UW. That funding now is almost gone, according to the latest information from administrators. More than 8,400 students have gotten grants, or about 18% of the student population. Besides that, the university says there's been privately funded means of support.
We're almost halfway through the semester, and every student that has requested financial support has been able to be granted it.
But the issue of COVID relief funding at the university has not been smooth sailing throughout the pandemic. Student leaders have tangled with administrators over how funding is being allocated and whether it's been enough or just enough. So tonight at 10 o'clock in a News 3 investigation, we're showing you exactly where those dollars are going and why student leaders want more from university leadership.
We will see you tonight at 10. Naomi, thank you. The Wisconsin Association of School Boards hosted a state superintendent candidate forum this afternoon.
My priorities are to reduce the opportunity gaps and disrupt the system of inequity by investing in early childhood programming, teacher recruitment and retention, mental health funding, and revising our school funding formula to work for all schools and all kids. And throughout this last year, I've safely led my school district through the very challenging pandemic, and I'm the only candidate who's done that.
I'm running for Wisconsin State Superintendent because our families are not winning. Our kids are not winning. For the past 10 years, Wisconsin has the largest achievement gaps in the country between Black and white students. Parents desperately want their children back in school, and the only candidate with a statewide plan and school reentry and recovery plan.
Discussed a range of topics, including how they'll address Wisconsin's academic achievement gap and what they view as the greatest student needs following the pandemic. If you'd like to listen to the forum, a recording is posted on the Wisconsin Association of School Boards YouTube page.
There is more to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, Atlanta officers give an update on the fatal spa shootings as Asian Americans ask for Congress to pass hate crime legislation. And coming up tonight at 6, the gravedigger Packer legend Gilbert Brown was in Madison today, giving back. We'll tell you how. That's ahead at 6. And red numbers on Wall Street as the Dow falls more than 153 points and NASDAQ tumbles more than 409. The S&P down almost 59. And we'll be right back.
Tonight on CBS, it's a night of comedy and drama, beginning with back-to-back episodes of Young Sheldon, then all new episodes of The Unicorn, followed by Clarice. Then get a complete wrap-up of today's news on News 3 Now at 10.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
So, what do you think?
I love it.
There are endless ways to see the world. But when it comes to actually getting there and experiencing every soul-changing corner of it, there's only one. The Jeep Cherokee.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 84 months or $4,750 total cash allowance on select 2021 Jeep Cherokee models.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan or for checkups only. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to sendinfokit.com to get your free information kit. Call now.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
Tonight at 6, a local nonprofit helps distribute $1 million worth of sports equipment from the NFL Combine and plans for a new call center to help unemployed people 24 hours a day. That plan is moving forward. We'll have the latest tonight at 6.
News 3 Now investigates.
A viewer asked us, how many Wisconsin lawmakers have the vaccine?
Getting the answers you deserve.
Turns out, of those that got back to me, not many have one yet, and a few may not get one at all.
Asking the important questions. News 3 Now investigates. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Atlanta police say, quote, nothing is off the table in their investigation into the recent massage parlor slayings, including whether the killings constitute hate crimes. Atlanta Police Deputy Chief Charles Hampton Jr. said that investigators believe 21-year-old Robert Aaron Long had visited the 2 Atlanta massage parlors where 4 women of Asian descent were killed. 4 other victims were killed at a spa in suburban Cherokee County shortly before those Atlanta attacks. Officials said race did not appear to be behind the attacks, but activist and author Helen Zia said authorities are missing some important context.
Hypersexualization of Asian American women is part of the racism toward Asian Americans. And to say that sexual addiction is an excuse or a reason to go on a mass killing rampage is ridiculous. He's going to take the word of a mass shooter who happens to be white against the lived experience of the Asian American community.
Has drawn new attention to the wave of anti-Asian hate crimes across the country. Speaking at a House subcommittee hearing today, California Democrat Judy Chu said anti-Asian crime since the start of the pandemic has become a crisis that cannot be ignored. One study finds the number of anti-Asian hate crimes rose 149% in 16 major U.S. cities last year. Actor Daniel Day Kim called on Congress to pass anti-hate crime legislation.
What happens right now and over the course of the coming months will send a message for generations to come as to whether we matter, whether the country we call home chooses to erase us or include us.
President Biden ordered the White House flag to be lowered to half staff in honor of the Atlanta victims. He'll travel with Vice President Harris to Georgia tomorrow to offer support to a community in pain.
The FBI has released graphic new videos from January's riot at the Capitol asking for help identifying 10 perpetrators. These clips show protesters assaulting police. In one video, a rioter can be seen grabbing an officer by the helmet and smashing his head against a door. Other videos show protesters using poles and other weapons to assault police. So far, more than 65 people have been charged for attacking law enforcement officials that day. More than 300 people have been arrested on various charges stemming from the riot. Well, let's get a look at your first warn weather now. Meteorologist Dana Fulton with your forecast. Dana?
Today we did get to enjoy a lot of sunshine as we take a quick look at the severe weather rolling through the deep south and the southeast. We did have tornado watches extending all the way through the Carolinas and into Georgia. Right now, North Carolina and Virginia dealing with the strongest storms, a few severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings for them right now. But this is the final line passing through after what's been a very active few days for them. We have showers stretching through parts of the southern portion of the Midwest for Illinois, Indiana, and into Ohio. But southern Wisconsin, again, enjoying that sunshine today. It's just a little windy outside for us right now. As we do have high pressure off to the north. Again, this system that's going to continue to pull away, bringing those showers extending all the way from the deep south up into parts of central Illinois. That's going to move into the New England area for us as this high pressure builds in just a little bit more. Our wind speeds tomorrow tomorrow will back off a little bit. We'll be back to sunshine for Friday and for the weekend, and thankfully it won't be quite as gusty outside for us as we look ahead to the weekend. Overnight, our temperatures will drop. It's going to be colder outside as we land in the mid to low 20s for our overnight lows. You can see those arrows slowing down just a little bit. Our wind speeds will slow down even overnight and into Friday. It'll be cooler early in the day with that mostly clear sky, and then afternoon high temperatures will be climbing up close to 50 thanks to a little shift in our wind direction and also all that sunshine coming through in the afternoon. Overnight into Saturday, again dropping into the 20s, so a seasonably cold night expected for Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon high temperatures will be in the mid 50s, so we're expecting a really nice weekend temperature wise, and we will have mostly sunny skies for us on Saturday. In general, this precipitation trend still likely that we're going to be trending above average in our 6 to 10 day. The same goes with our temperature trend. As we look ahead to next week, likely going to see a few chances for some showers and thunderstorms to build in, and our temperatures kind of on the up for us looking ahead to next week and into the following weekend. Mostly sunny skies for tomorrow, though. Nothing new building in for the next few days, so we get to enjoy the sunshine and some dry weather for a little bit. Wind speeds will back off quite a bit. We'll be in that 5 to 10 mile per hour range, and high temperatures will be in the upper 40s. So pretty pleasant Friday for us. Mostly sunny skies for Saturday. High temperatures will be in the mid 50s for Sunday in the upper 50s. So we're back close to 60 for the start of the work week. And as we look ahead to next week, we do have those rounds of rain expected to build in. Some of those showers could bring a few isolated thunderstorms late Monday and then again into Tuesday. So a very spring-like system where we have mild temperatures and those thunderstorm chances. Even towards the back half of the week, we will have a few more rounds of rain. Now, this isn't going to be a total washout, nonstop shower coming through. We'll have some breaks mixed in there, but again, a few rounds expected through the middle of the week, and then temperatures holding close to 50 into the following weekend. As far as road conditions right now, the good news, definitely don't need the windshield wiper blades right now. And if you're trying to get in line at the car wash, when I was on my way in, it was already wrapped around the gas station, because we are going to have that nice dry weather for the next few days. You get the car wash today, you get to enjoy it through the weekend. Traffic right now looks fairly smooth along the Beltline. Not seeing any major delays east and westbound. The on and off ramps, a few slow down spots as people merge and get on. Definitely need the shades for the ride home. Our interstate conditions right now, north and southbound, look fairly smooth, and downtown Janesville, we aren't seeing any hiccups at this hour. All seems pretty good for a Thursday evening or a Friday eve. For Janesville to the Beltline, we're at 25 minutes. Sauk City to Middleton right now at 15 minutes, so just a smidge quicker than usual. And Sun Prairie to downtown, a 9-minute drive this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
I like the car wash idea. You don't even need the blowers. The wind will just dry your car for you.
No, it'll take it away, yeah.
Easy enough. Ahead on News for Now at 5, the Brewers name their opening day starter. We'll tell you who it is, and we'll take the mound at Miller Park when they start things off this season. That's ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
WILDE Towne Honda is Wisconsin's Dealer of the Year. Save with 0% financing for up to 60 months on over 400 new Hondas at WILDE Towne Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean, And people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, by ordering in response to this advertisement, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. The perfect paint for when the nursery becomes the bedroom. That becomes his room. That becomes your favorite room in the house. Paint because you want to, not because you have to. For results that stand up to whatever life brings. Trust Pittsburgh Paints and Stains, exclusively at Menards. Get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
At Wild East Towne Honda, lease a new all-wheel drive HRV for $189. That's $189 and absolutely zero due-it signing. Save on over 400 new Hondas at Wild East Towne Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
The Milwaukee Brewers have named their opening day starter against the Minnesota Twins for the second straight season. Brandon Woodruff will take the mound for the Crew on April 1st against Kenta Maeda. The right-hander, Woodruff, pitched in 13 games during last year's shortened season. Finished with a 3-5 record, 3.05 ERA. First pitch opening day, 1:10 at Miller Park.
The tip-off to March Madness is underway. During a normal year, players, coaches, and fans would spread out at regional sites around the country. But this year, each of the 68 teams will play in and around Indianapolis. Players and coaches will be isolated, and each team will occupy its own floor of a hotel. Everyone will wear contact tracing devices. Fans will be allowed to watch games in person, but the arenas will be limited to just 25% capacity.
It is a challenge to have 68 teams staying in 4 hotels. Teams were required to have 7 daily negative tests before they arrived in Indianapolis, and then daily testing upon their arrival. We're requiring mask wearing and physical distancing and sanitation.
The Badgers will face off against North Carolina tomorrow night, and you can watch the game right here on CBS. Tip-off is just after 6 p.m.
America's largest movie theater chain says most of its theaters will open their doors to customers this weekend. AMC Theaters reports 98% of its locations in the U.S. will be open tomorrow. 99% of its theaters open by the following weekend. AMC says it will only reopen its theaters after state and local authorities approve of the plan. The company closed its locations last year in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Stay with us. We'll have a final check here. First Warn forecast in just a moment.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's anniversary sale with our biggest scratch and save event ever. Come in today for special buys and doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, no interest financing for 60 months. Then stop in store for your scratch off card and win exclusive bonus offers. Ashley Home Store.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Are your windows drafty, broken, or your energy bills on the rise? The Champion family is here to help you stay comfortable in your home all year long. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com today.
One night, 3 ladies, and dozens of hits. It's the Ladies of the 80s Tour, featuring Taylor Dayne, Lisa, and Evelyn Champagne King. Together live June 5th at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster and at the Ho-Chunk Gaming gift shop. The red hot dance party you've been waiting for. Taylor Dayne, Lisa, and Evelyn Champagne King. June 5th at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your grown-up getaway.
Every child, no matter their zip code, should have access to a great public education. As a former teacher and superintendent, I know what it takes. I've led schools to high student achievement. I've expanded preschool. and I've balanced budgets. My opponent can't be trusted. She's backed by Scott Walker, and she tried to cover up a $500,000 financial scandal. Our kids deserve better. I'm Jill Underly. As state superintendent, I'll always do what's best for our kids.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Over 10 years ago, we made a promise to redefine everything a truck can be. And while we've made good on that promise by winning back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year awards, the work is never done.
During Ram Truck Month, hurry in and get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus $4,000 total bonus cash on the 2021 Ram 1500. Visit ram.com and see your local Ram dealer today.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's anniversary sale mattress blowout on now. Shop online or in store and save up to $1,000 on doorbusters like these. Plus, Beauty Rest doorbusters are now up to 65% off. And Tempur-Pedic mattresses for as low as $30 a month. Ashley Home Store.
Well, let's go back to Dana. Final check of the forecast.
We're expecting sunny skies again tomorrow. Friday will be in the upper 40s, and it certainly won't be as windy outside for us tomorrow. Mostly sunny also on Saturday with highs in the mid-50s. Now we'll be partly sunny on Sunday, close to 60, a little breezy late in the day. As we look at our next system building in for Monday and the start of next week. Showers will develop later in the day on Monday with the chance for an isolated T-storm developing late at night into Tuesday. That spring system will bring some rounds of rain for us throughout the day on Tuesday and into Wednesday, and likely again for Thursday. Temperature-wise, will stay above average through the work week and into the following weekend.
All right, Dana, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News True Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.